remember you saying that. I think it was actually in Miami when I was at the when we were at the Hot Dudes Con Miami, and you saying that thing about no negative self-talk, and it really stuck. It's really struck me because I've heard about this before as a concept, of course, but the way that you said it, it really reiterated it, and I thought that's really important because what I've noticed myself is I've allowed a bit more negative self-talk to sort of come in again recently. A few years ago, I made a really strict effort to push back on my negative self-talk, and it did me a lot of good. And I've sort of allowed it to creep back in a little bit at times, and I think that's something that I need to step on because it really does trip you up, doesn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, your brain, your subconscious mind is, like I said, it's just constantly saying yes, sir. So if you're like, oh, I have dark circles under my eyes. I used to say, I used to have a real complex about my dark circles. I'm like, I have dark circles under my eyes, so women are not going to want to have sex with me. And at that point, I'd have sex with like 200 plus chicks at the time, and I was still running this crazy thing in my head, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be. There's a million things. You're constantly brainwashing yourself, no matter what.
Yes.
So you might as well be brainwashing yourself in a positive manner, because people seem to think that being positive and talking well about yourself and doing good is like you need to be humble, or just be realistic, or don't get ahead of yourself. Like talking yourself up is looked down upon, but crapping on yourself is looked up on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's to celebrate that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I came to that same conclusion a few years ago, though. I thought, you know what? There's this voice going around in my head the whole time anyway. So I might as well make it a positive voice because, why not, right? If you've got to have something, it may as well be something that bigs you up, even if it's not, even if it's not objectively realistic, even if you're telling yourself, hey, I'm the man, I'm the most handsome guy on the in the city or whatever, even if that's not true. It's better to tell yourself that than it is to tell yourself that you're a piece of a POS.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so much better by just telling yourself good things rather than bad things. And it's as simple as that concept may seem. People just let it get it. They get all worked up. Like, I almost, to be honest with you, I feel like negativity is like a drug.
Yes.
Like an addiction. I don't understand the neurochemical side of it, but that's what I've come to the conclusion.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely true, and I think that I was saying to somebody the other day because as I go from the odd existential crisis, and I was feeling quite down recently. I think it was just off the back of coming back from Colombia, and you've been had that party environment, then you come back to the home environment, and different things. But then I realized there was a week when I was feeling quite down, but then I thought, actually, I'm kind of milking this a little bit. It's like I am feeling there were certain things that were on my mind, but at the same time, you can sort of, because you almost enjoy it in a perverse way. But of course, that's not productive for anybody. Certainly not me or the person who's suffering from that, right?
No, like, because negativity is so pervasive and it's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
That you are absolutely going to have to mentally prepare to relapse into negativity.
Yeah.
It creeps in. It creeps in. It snuck up on me recently. I was like, oh fuck, like I am being a negative piece of shit.
Yeah.
It really hit me recently. And I'm like, I have got to snap out of it. And you got to reset yourself and revamp everything and make adjustments. And because it's a nonstop war against you with the negativity. But most people don't even realize that you can win the war. And most people don't realize, like, you lose a couple battles, but you win the war. And most people don't even realize there's a war. They're just thinking like, oh yeah, life just sucks. You ever meet someone that's so dreary, like, God, get away from me?
Yeah, absolutely. No, there are people that definitely like that who are stuck in that mindset for sure.